So hey, what's up guys, Robux here and welcome to episode number 14 of our F1 2018 career mode here with McLaren in our first season. We got up to 10 seasons to do in this game, so plenty to get through in the rest of this career mode. So you can see we're currently on 100 points here with McLaren, which is really good. We've been developing the car and it's going absolutely fantastic. So let's head on into practice and see if we can get ourselves a decent amount of resource points and head into a good qualifying session. Right then, so apparently we've got some new parts on the car which will be good to test out. So let's get in and do track acclimatization. We need 110 points in order to be able to do our next major upgrade, or maybe a bit more. So let's do a few programs, get that upgrade building. So in a couple of weeks we'll get a major upgrade on the engine which will help with fuel consumption. That's the plan, so let's get into practice. So here we go, going to be coming across the line then on this first practice program. It should be enough to get us some good points, so that is good enough for us. Let's get back to the garage, do some fuel saving, maybe some qualifying practice, and then we can head straight into qualifying. Okay, so we did a decent lap, and the engineer has said that there is more time to find, but we should have enough. But I think Gassie's going to get in our way here if we're not careful. So yeah, we're already down a little bit, so I'm just going to take that, get into the qualifying practice session, well, the practice program. I mean, that should be enough to give us some more points towards our total, which we need. Yes, it is, another 40 points. So let's go for qualifying pace, and then we can get straight into, so here we go. Then we're going to be starting this first practice qualifying lap, and we're going to have our teammate ahead of us, currently with the fastest lap of the session, and we're going to be able to follow him for some slipstream, so that should help us out. So here we go, we got our slipstream off of our teammate, which is really helping us out. He's going to slingshot us into enough points to get us that upgrade, so we do actually go quicker than him, which is good for us. So I'm gonna end the session here, retire for the session, take the resource points, do qualifying. Oh, and I've just realised I should have changed my engine before qualifying, because we're at 48%, something like that on the ICE. Which is not the weekend you want to do it. So do I take a penalty here? Oh, I don't know. But anyway, let's head over to R&D tree. Hopefully we've got enough to do this upgrade. Oh, we're 57 points. Sure, that is so annoying. So I think after qualifying we should be able to get 57 points. Apply this upgrade before the end of this weekend, and then we have 2 weeks until this upgrade goes onto the car and puts us up with one of the top. Yeah, it puts us up with one of the top engines. So what I'm going to do, if I do this, in ordering this additional component, grid drop penalty, cancel that. So what I'm going to do, I've got this engine here, which has 46%. Would you like to apply this component to your car? There'll be no penalty for this action. Yes, so I'm going to apply this one. So it'll last a bit longer in qualifying, but then we have to deal with the race. So anyway, let's go into qualifying and see what we can do. Right, so because I've skipped to qualifying, I think we'll have enough points now. Yes, we do. Develop that upgrade, get that on the car. That's a major upgrade which will come to us in Russia, which will help with fuel consumption. So we'll be able to run in rich mix for longer. So I need to get that new ICE in the car so we can actually run the rich mix without damaging our car too much. So let's get into qualifying and see if we can get near the top. Right then, so we're going to roll with the same setup we had in qualifying, 3-3 on the wings. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out on track, part of rules, okay, fine, flying lap. Now, let's see if we can do our fastest lap in the fewest amount of laps, so we put less wear on that ICE, because I want it to be as good as we can get it for the duration of the race tomorrow. So we're coming around the final corner, we're going to be picking up a little bit of a slipstream off of Charles Leclerc, but is it going to be enough to take pole position? So far it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to return to garage, monitor the time. I don't want to go out if I don't have to, because I'm trying to look after the ICE, where it's on about 46% right now. So as soon as it hits 50% we will start to notice a bit of a performance dip. So far Kimi Raikkonen's now just improved on that, so I'm going to accelerate the time a little bit. Hamilton now goes quicker. So far we are starting to tumble down the order now, but let's see if it's enough. I'm hoping it is going to be enough. I want to get 6th place at least. Of course, we can go quicker, I think. So we're 6th place right now. Ocon's done well there in the Force India. But Yeah, so far so good. Oh, Fernando isn't able to beat us, which is good for us. There we go. So we are crucially ahead of Ricciardo and Alonso, our two rivals. So there we have it. We're going to be starting from 6th place on the grid, which is good for us. So let's get straight into the Grand Prix. So here we are then on the grid for the Italian Grand Prix. We've got 13 laps ahead of us in order to try and get a good result for us in the championship, to try and dethrone Red Bull. And oh, we caught someone on our rear wheel. It is our teammate Fernando Alonso, and both of the Force Indias have gone flying up our outside, and we get Ricciardo up our inside. So what is going on here through turn 1? It's very tight here. Come on, side by side with Sergio Perez. Gonna put it into overtake mode, try and give us a bit more of an advantage. We've got plenty of rich mix to use, so I'm going to start ploughing through that. Oh, look at him. Side by side, we try and go around the outside at the chicane, and we managed to get the job done. And so the Force Indias are looking pretty quick in a straight line then, so they're going to do well around here at Monza then. And the Red Bulls, well, the Red Bull, Daniel Ricciardo had a fantastic start, and now he's going to be jumping us. So let's see if we can get back up to him, get the job done. But more importantly, where is our teammate? He's behind us. He's falling backwards as well, which is not good for McLaren in the championship. So look at these guys going slowly through here. Someone's bogged down and someone's stacked them up, and now we're going to be getting a bit of a run on them. I've still got it in rich mix, still got it in overtake mode. 210 miles an hour, that's the fastest I've ever been on this game, I think, as we get up the inside of Ricciardo, and he bails out of that massively and collides with the Force India Perez, so that's giving us a bit of breathing room behind. So now we need to concentrate on going forward. Sebastian... Okay, so we're using too much ERS right now, so I'm going to turn it right down. Going to save it up a little bit, so we're going to have to manage that around here. So like at Spa, where we're using all our deployment for the lap before the end of the lap, we're going to have to manage that a little bit better here as well at Monza. So good practice in the last race to do that. Yeah, let's keep on pushing. We've got Daniel Ricciardo right behind us. He's looking racy. He's going to go around the... I'm going to go to the inside. If he wants to get around us, he's going to have to go to the outside. But I'm going to keep him at bay for now as we come through the tricky chicane. And the only bad thing about being quick in this McLaren is it's really unrealistic. I think the McLaren's so OP on F1 2018, especially in career mode. Like, we've had no problems with R&D, which has been a bit of a shock really, because I thought McLaren would have quite a few issues. But here comes the Red Bull up our inside, or at least trying to bring it through here. Oh, come on! Very long straights now to go. Going to use some more of that deployment we've been saving up. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a good battle here with our rival Daniel Ricciardo to go a bit deep here. Oh, look at us run wide there, and that's allowed the Red Bull Ricciardo through. But I don't know what happened there. He just completely gave up there for some reason. So Sebastian Vettel leading the way for Ferrari. A 1-2 for Ferrari. The home fans will be pleased. When on... Oh my God, that's not what I wanted to do. When on earth will we be pitting? So it looks like we'll be pitting on lap number 5. So oh, look at this, Daniel Ricciardo. Look at him go. He's really trying to get past us every single lap as he bashes us. Can we go around the outside? Oh, just hold it. Look at that. Oh, wow. Just managed to hold on just about. And Ricciardo now goes through as we compromised. Oh, Jesus. What is he doing? So here we go. Got it in overtake mode, got the DRS as well, so let's see if we get a good run on Daniel Ricciardo, and looks like we will. Going to be hitting a massive top speed of over 212 miles an hour, bringing it down to 5th gears. We run a bit deep there, a little bit of a track extension, but no warning from the FIA, so we get away with that one. Pretty lucky to get away with that one, and now we've lost touch massively with the front 5, and it looks like we might get ourselves into a bit of a battle now with Daniel Ricciardo, and potentially this little group of cars behind, as we've been battling, it's allowed them to catch up, and these straights are so long here at Monza, so we're going to be struggling to keep it ahead, because as soon as you pick up the DRS or use overtake mode, you're going to be going massively quick and trying to get the overtake done. But coming up the inside there, just about keeping it ahead, and as you can see, as we have to go deep to defend from Daniel Ricciardo, it does actually cost us time. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to get myself into the pits at the end of this lap. We're going to go for an undercut, see if we can close the gap up to the guys ahead. So that is the plan for now. So I've actually changed my mind, and I'm going to bail out of that undercut plan because these guys have been battling up ahead, so it's costing them time. So I'm going to catch up naturally without much effort. So I'm going to keep that going. And who's that coming in the pits? Bottas going for an undercut then. Maybe he's going for a two-stop actually, but we'll have to wait and see. So teammates in the pit as well, so good job we didn't come in. But we're going to have to be careful to make sure that we don't get undercut by the guys behind. Here we go then, we're going to be picking up the DRS on Verstappen and Hamilton. We're going to have to watch out for Bottas and our teammate behind and everyone else that's pitted behind for the undercut. We're going to have to be really careful of that when we come out the pits. But like the engineer's telling us, we're going to be coming into the pits at the end of this lap as we're losing lots of rear traction through there. We lost so much time to Max Verstappen there. It's going to be critical as we come out the pits after this round of pit stop. So let's get ourselves into the pits then. Right then, we're in the pits right behind Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. So let's see then, where's everyone else going to come out? Who's pitted? I think, oh, Daniel Ricciardo stayed out. Those guys stayed out. Kimi Raikkonen has already pitted, I think. Oh no, he's just overtaken. I'm really confused to what's going on. So we didn't manage to overtake anyone coming into the pits. So let's head on back out, and you can see Bottas is going to jump us all by the looks of it. Well, he could jump me and Verstappen and maybe his teammate as well, so that could be a little bit crucial for the race. But no, he slotted in. Oh my god, we almost lost the rear there as the tyres are very cold. But he slotted in between his teammate and Max Verstappen ahead, so pretty much where he left the pits, and we still got Alonso behind us, so haven't lost too much time from them undercutting, so that's good. We managed to cover off that well. Let's save up some of our battery and then go on to the attack on Max Verstappen in that Red Bull. Okay, so the engineers just confirmed that our engine is now suffering from some wears. We take a look, 50% we've hit on the ICE. That's okay, I knew we were going to hit that, so now we might have to start turning our attention to Fernando Alonso behind, so we've got to make sure we keep our teammate behind. But let's just see if we can look after the engine a little bit, and maybe we can catch up to the Red Bull ahead. So we've got a whole bunch of cars in the pits now. We should be able to overtake them all nice and easy. Yeah, no challenge from those guys, and we're back into 6th place. So as you can see, we're catching up to Bottas and Verstappen. They've been into a little bit of a battle through there, so we're slowly but surely gaining on them. Then if they keep battling, we're going to be able to get ourselves in a position to get the overtake done on them. And our teammate is right behind us as well, so he's going to be looking to overtake them as well if he can get up to the back of us. But it's nice to see we've got a little bit of the edge on the pace over Fernando, but it looks like we're in pretty much the perfect AI difficulty for us right now. So I'm going to have to turn down the battery a little bit. We're maxing out 215 miles an hour, so I'm going to have to brake a little bit earlier than usual because we did have a massive overspeed there from the DRS. But look at them going slowly. That's going to allow Fernando Alonso behind to slowly start to catch up now if we get involved in this battle. But I want to see if I can jump them, because if I can jump them, I could get 4th place here, which could be a good result for us. And will really help us propel ahead of these guys in terms of the R&D race. Heavy on the brakes, and at the end of this straight, coming on to the next 2 very long straights. We're managing our deployment quite well. I'm going to go back into overtake mode, see if it gets a bit of a run on Verstappen and Bottas. I keep forgetting to shift up early enough into 8th gear, which is pretty annoying. Look at the run we've got at the top of this straight. Maybe we'll be able to get Max Verstappen on his own and then go onto the run onto the Mercedes driver. Bottas ahead. I'm going to go to the inside, pull out of the slipstream, use the DRS. We've got the overspeed on it. I never thought I'd be able to do this in this McLaren. This McLaren will turn into a monster of a car, and now we're going to have to brake early at the 150 metre board to try and bring it all down to a stop and calm it down. And now we can go on to the attack of Valtteri Bottas. But we're going to have to watch out for Max Verstappen behind. If we get into a battle now, then Bottas is gone, which is not what we need. I'm going to stick it to the outside because I'm pretty good on the brakes down here. As we lock up, as I say that, we get it through the chicane nice and neatly. A little bit of oversteer. I'm going to turn the ERS up because we've got to try and close down the gap to get the DRS on Bottas in order to defend from Max Verstappen behind. Should be able to close down that gap. What is the gap then? We're not going to get the DRS, which is really annoying. I've got a little bit of battery though to save up, which is good. Here comes Max Verstappen with the overspeed. Look at him coming at us. He isn't able to get the job done though. We still haven't got the... Oh! Safety car's been deployed. That's a bit of a strange one. Okay. So the safety car's been deployed. I've got no idea why. But that is going to be good for us to save up some fuel, bunch the field back together, look after the tyres, and maybe we can get ourselves a podium if we get a decent restart. We've got plenty of tyres left. We're going to only have a few laps left in this race when we come to the end. But look at this, we do have a little bit of wear on a couple of the parts. So the TC, I don't know what that stands for, that's taken a bit of wear, 56%, and then 52% on the ICE. So we were aware of that. So I'm going to turn the ERS right down, save up some of the ERS battery, and we'll just skip ahead until the end of the safety car and get back to the restart, and maybe we'll be able to take a podium. That's going to be good for us, but it could also be bad because the people behind could get a run on them. So the engineers just confirmed that Bottas has a mechanical problem, so I imagine he's suffering from some engine wear just like we are, so that should level the playing field a little bit. But I wonder whether we'll have the pace to get Hamilton and the two Ferraris. The two Ferraris have looked absolutely rapid around here today. Okay, so the safety car's in this lap, and Vettel has started to back up the pack now, so let's see how we can do off of this restart. And it's limiting my throttle, and it's really annoying. There's a bit of smoke being kicked up there. I'm going to get it in hot lap mode, and we're only going to have 2 laps after this one, so I'm going to whack it into rich now. Maybe we'll get a good run out of here. So let's quiet down then for the restart. I'm going to put it straight into overtake mode. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, massive kick of oversteer there as we slowed right down. The whole field hasn't caught up to the back of the pack yet, which is really annoying. Well, it's not very annoying, it's good for us, so we can only really go back down to 7th place. But what is annoying is the wheel spin we got off the restart there, and look at those 3 going side by side into turn number 1. Remember that the brakes and tyres are going to be a little bit cold. They should be too cold, not as cold as the guys ahead, because we did actually take a while to catch up. But they are cold, and we're struggling to get the power down once again. We've got Max Verstappen right behind us. Come on, again, I'm just going to hold the race along because we can brake later than the AI into this chicane. Oh, look at the rear. Oh, bounce over the curb there. Very lucky not to kick us off. That's cost us a lot of time. And now Verstappen is going to try up the insides. We try hold it around the outside. Now our teammate's going to come side by side with us. Oh, side by side with him. Come on, there we go. Job done. Back up into 6th place. But now I've got to get back ahead of Max Verstappen. If we want to beat the Red Bulls, Alonso, don't come for the overtake, please. Right then, at the end of this straight, we've only got 1 more lap after this one, but we should get DRS. He's got a monster run on Bottas himself, so come on, we can do this. We're going to run out of ERS deployment on this lap anyway. Look at Verstappen getting straight in the mix there, and he's now up into 4th place. Could he get a last-minute podium here at the end of this Italian Grand Prix? We've got our teammate coming at us, and we don't even have the DRS. This has gone terribly wrong for us at the end of this Italian Grand Prix. Come on, at least beat our teammate. So late on the brakes, almost clipping the back of the Mercedes driver there.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Only 1 lap of fuel remaining. We've got too much fuel really on board, but we're on the final lap, and look at everyone going side by side up here. This is going to be a crazy end to this Grand Prix. We're going to have to watch out for this one. I'm going to save some ERS for the end of the lap. Come on, can we get Bottas up the inside here? No, we can't. Right, this is going to be a very exciting end to the race. I'm just going to keep quiet, and we can just ride on board for the end of this Grand Prix here. Come on, where are we going to be able to get him? Up the inside there. Oh, running a bit deeper. We get the job done. Come on, use the rest of our ERS to defend. Could we have picked off 5th place again? Got back up to 5th place, and Fernando Alonso could get Bottas here. Oh, this is going to be an exciting to the end of the race. Let's rerun deep. Oh, no. Come on, bring it back round. There we go. Out of ERS. Lewis Hamilton looks to take the win of this race. We're going to come home 5th place with our teammate just behind us. I don't think he managed to get Bottas in the end. Right then, so in the end, Hamilton managed to steal the win from Vettel, who led pretty much the whole race with Kimi Raikkonen, so that's disappointing for the Ferrari team. But Max Verstappen nicked us at the end, but he managed to nick Bottas, and so did we. But Alonso didn't able to do it. But we did get some good points at the end, and Force India doing a good show in there. So we did actually have some interest from Force India at the end, at the start of this episode. That Emma, is it Emma or Claire? Whoever our PR person is, no, our manager, confirmed that Force India are interested in us. So I don't know if that's a good thing. I imagine McLaren are a little bit better than Force India at the minute, but I was hoping to get into one of the top 3 teams, but we'll have to wait and see. But taking a look here, then you can see Max Verstappen 17 points ahead of us. We could have closed him down a little bit, but we weren't able to beat him there. But a very, very interesting and exciting race here at the Italian Grand Prix this season. Although it's a bit unrealistic, we're having some good racing here, and it's good to see McLaren up at the top. So taking a look then at the constructors, we are still in 4th place, comfortably ahead of Haas and Renault and Force India. Williams, no points at all. An absolutely dog slow car this season. So let's get back to the data center, see if we've got any interviews, stuff like that. So as you can see here, we have actually won the rivalry against Fernando Alonso. So we get one rivalry win back against him. Currently drawing with Daniel Ricciardo. Head into resource points, complete 2 clean races, an extra 500 resource points coming our way. That'll be useful. Growing the reputation with McLaren, they're now loving us, absolutely loving us, and you can see the top 3 teams who have the least reputation with, which is a bit of a strange one. Force India loving it, Alfa Romeo, I'm not going there, Toro Rosso, not going there, Williams, not going there, Haas, not going there, Renault maybe, Force India maybe, but it's going to be a top 3 team, hopefully, that I can get to, but we'll have to wait and see. Let our manager manage it. So, yeah, let's get into the R&D tree. So here we go. We got just over 1,100 resource points. So I'm going to... Oh, we could develop this, get some more engine power, and give us an OP engine. Make McLaren one of the best teams in terms of aero development. Not aero, power development, but I'm going to put it into the chassis, I think. Weight reduction, tyre wear, or weight redistribution. Weight redistribution could help us out. I mean, what's this? There's a major and an ultimate upgrade here. Look at that one. Another ultimate upgrade there. Weight reduction could help with straight line speed as well. Yeah, we'll go for that. Develop that. I think we could probably... Oh, we don't have enough resource points to develop that. What about this one down here? Nope. What about over here? Nope. So just shy of that. But there we go. That's it for today's episode. If you did enjoy and you are excited for the rest of the season, I mean, we've got about 6-7 races left of the season. Not long to go now until the season finale. So if you are excited for that, do smash the like button and do subscribe for more F1 and MotoGP content. So we will see you in the next one.